Everyone, now let me continue. I hope you remember in our Cisco Packet Tracer Lab 2024 you already saw the VLAN Lab 2 already we done. This is a part 2, we can say VLAN Lab part 2, like how to configure the VLAN in the switch. When you have two switch, how to configure the trunk. So now already we done the switch 1 configuration, we will go to the switch 2. So if you see here, this is a switch 2. I log into the switch 2. Now I am going to change the name of the switch. So switch 2 name I change as a SW2. After that we need to create the VLAN. So we have VLAN 10. I told, if you remember, VLAN 10 should be IT. And then I will give the name as a VLAN 20, and we can give the name as a HR. So we have two VLAN, VLAN 10, IT and HR. After that we need to check whatever the interface. So if you see here, this interface F0 by 2, F0 by 3. So 2 and 3. So I will write here interface range F0 by 2 dash 3. Sorry, let me do again exit. And again I will write F0 by 2 dash 3. Okay. Switch port mode axis. Switch port axis VLAN 10. I move that port in the VLAN 10. After that I will write interface. We need to check what are the interface. If you see, this is F0 by 4, F0 by 5. Okay, this is F0 by 4 and this is F0 by 5. So we will go here, we will write interface range F0 by 4 dash 5. I will write switch port mode axis, then switch port axis VLAN 20. So this is for VLAN 20. So we configure here. If you want to check, you can write do show VLAN brief. You have the two VLAN, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, and we put this port in that VLAN. This is the default VLAN. All the ports will be present in that default VLAN, that is VLAN 1 by default. But now we move to this one. Okay. After that, what we can do, we need to configure this interface as a trunk. If you see show interface trunk, it is already trunk by auto mode because of DTP. When we configure trunk here, automatically it will become trunk. But anyhow, Cisco recommend to do manually, so we will do that 0 by 1. I will write switch port mode trunk. Okay, and after that I will write exit, and I will save the configuration. Then we will check. I will assign the IP. So here, what IP schema? I think 10.1, 10.2 is used. 10.3 here, and here we will use 10.4. So let me assign the IP address to this machine. I will go here, this will be 192.168.10.3, and by default it will come the subnet mask. Keep like that and go here desktop and write here 192.168.10.4 and click here. By default the subnet mask will come. And here we will say 20.3, and for this VLAN, that is the VLAN 20, we will write 20.4. I will assign the IP here. I will go here and we will put here 192.168.20.3. I will press this one, and then we will say here, I will go and I will check here 192.168.20.4 and click here. By default you will get that one also. Means now all the machine is having the IP address, so we can ping. I will go to this machine and we can check here. Okay, I will say what is my IP. I will write IP config. Our IP is 192.168.10.1. This is our IP address. Now I will ping. What I will ping? This one 10.3, or let me ping first 10.2. So I will write 192.168.10.2. and you can see replies coming. So this PC is communicating with this PC. Now let me see it will work for 20.1 or not. Actually 20.1 should not work, as this one is in the different VLAN. So different VLAN cannot communicate, so it should not work. So let's verify. We can verify here. Let's see. It is not working. If you see 192.168.20.1, it is not working. We can verify also to request timeout, 3 time request timeout. Now again it will be request timeout. Okay, so if you want to ping this one, we can ping that 20.2 and we can check here also. Same thing you will get, request timeout will be there here also. After that we can check this one 10.3 and 10.4, then 20.3, 20.4. So let's see here. We will wait for some time and we will check, and at last we will verify. Then after that we can start the inter-VLAN routing. Okay. So let's see here. It is not working. So now we will go for this. I will say 10.3. Okay. So if you see, this is 10.1, this is 10.3, both are in the same VLAN, it is working perfectly. I will say 10.4 also, because this one is in 10.1, this is 10.4, both are in the same VLAN. Green color means it is in the same VLAN, so it is working perfectly. But if you see this one, I will say 20.3, it will not work. 20.3, it will not work. If you see, request timeout will come. Why? Because different VLAN cannot communicate. We need to remember, different VLAN cannot communicate, same VLAN will work. Okay, so that's why we can say same VLAN will work, different VLAN cannot communicate, and we prove here. And we can check last computer here 20.4 also, and let me write here 20.4, and you can check here. You can see here ping 192.168.20.4, it is not working. So we can say different VLAN cannot communicate, same VLAN will work. If you want, we can do here 20.1 will work with 20.3 because they are in the same VLAN. I will show you that one once. Let's see here. After that I will use this computer, and we are going to verify that one also. So if you see here 20.1, I will go here, I will write here ping, I will write like 192.168.20.3. okay, 20.3 I will ping. If you see, I am pinging from 20.1 to 20.3, it is working. Why it is working? Because they are in the same VLAN. If they are in the same VLAN, it will work. If you see here 20.4 also, if you put, it will work because they are in the same VLAN. Same VLAN will work, different VLAN will not work. You need to remember that one. Okay, what you need to remember, same VLAN will work, different VLAN will not work. Okay, so with this one we finish the VLAN lab. This is what we can say. We use the layer 2 switch. This is a layer 2, this is a layer 2. In our next class we will do one more lab by using the layer 3 switch. Okay, I hope you remember already the layer 3 switch. If you don't know, let me show you how it look, how we can take, where from we can take. If you see here, click here and click the switch, you can see here this one is a layer 3, this one and this one too are the layer 3. Any one we can use. If you see, just drag and drop, okay, and keep here. So if you click here, you will have the CLI. You can see the power is booting, the device is booting up, and we can do the configuration. This is the layer 3 switch 3560. If you want to take another one, you can take this one also, but here if you open, it will show you like power is off. Here if you see, click here, device must be power on. So this device is power off by default. You need to drag and drop here like this, the power supply. One power supply is also enough, but we will take two and then click here. You can see it is booting up. Okay, so what I am saying here, you have the two layer 3 switch. This one directly you can take and use, but if you are using this one, then you need to put the power. How you will put the power? You will just drag and drop here. If you want to remove one power, you can remove. Now you have only one power. Even though you have one power, it will work, but you will have the syslog messages here. It will say you FRU, field replaceable unit. FRU, field replaceable unit, that is the power supply B is removed. You are getting the warning here. Okay, and if you put this one, you can put also like that. Okay, then this warning will be gone. Here you can see you have the syslog messages saying that one FRU, power supply B inserted. So we insert this one. So this is the syslog messages. This will appear in the syslog. Later we will see that one, no issue. So now just remember, we need to do the VLAN lab in the layer 2 switch. We already completed here. Now we need to do in the layer 3. So we have the layer 3 here and here. You can use any one and do the lab. So in our next class, we are going to do the VLAN lab in the layer 3 switch. Thank you. Bye.